We're going to start in a child's pose today. Make sure, of course, you have plenty of water. You can set those blocks off to the side. If you're using ankle weights or wrist weights, don't put them on just yet, and have your set of light weights close by. Coming here in child's pose, sinking your hips towards your heels, knees fall open towards the sides of the mat, forehead gently resting onto the floor or on a block if you'd like, reaching your arms out long in front. Maybe gently rocking your forehead from side to side, waking up your body this morning. Focusing here on your breath, deep inhales, deep exhales. As you inhale, expand your belly in all dimensions, belly, ribs, and lungs. Full exhale, lungs, ribs, belly. Continuing with that breath, this time when you get to the top, sealing your lips, feeling heat within your body. Exhaling through your nose. One more breath just like that, in and out through the nose. And deep exhale. From here, gently walk your hands over to the left side of your mat. Feeling that deep stretch all along the right side body. You can keep your left hand placed on the floor or bind it around towards your right hip. If you have your left hand binded, go ahead and send it back out long. Walk your hands back through center, over to the right side of your mat, maybe off your mat. Gently releasing your forehead back onto the floor. Feeling that stretch all along the left side body. Option to gently release your right hand around your back towards your left hip. Holding and breathing. Then extend your right arm long. Walk your hands back through center. From here, bend your elbows, bringing your palms to touch the crown of your head. Maybe drawing them closer towards the nape of your neck. Maybe touching your neck with your thumbs. Feeling your triceps stretch here. You can also walk your elbows out towards the crown of your head. Hold here for one more breath. Gently release your hands down. Gently rise up to a tabletop. As you do so, go ahead and grab those weights, one weight in each hand. Again, everything can also be done with just your body weight. So from here, just bringing the weights in between your palms, wrists on your shoulders, feet under your hips. We're going to do a few cat-cows. Tuck your toes, hand make your belly, lift your gaze, deep inhale. On your exhale, untuck your toes around your spine, bringing your gaze toward your navel. Come through neutral spine, tuck your toes, deep inhale. Spiral your elbow creases in, untuck your toes, round your spine. Keep the top shoelace portion of your toes pressed in towards the floor, coming back neutral spine, hammock your belly, deep inhale, coming through cow. On your exhale, round your spine, deep cat stretch. One more time, just like that, with your feet flat on the floor, deep inhale. And exhale. Come back to neutral spine. Move in any way that feels organic, maybe side to side. Maybe adding some barrel rolls. You can bring your hands up, palm print forward, drawing your hips towards your wrists, down to one side, up on the other. And then, of course, what you do in one direction, switch directions. From here, walk your hands back under your shoulders if you extended them. Grab the weight in your left hand. Inhale, lengthen, left arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, sweep your left arm under and through the right side body. 2 more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sweep. Deep inhale. Exhale, sweep. Drawing your left ear or cheek down towards the floor. You can extend your right arm long. You can extend your right leg like a kickstand. Holding here and breathing. Gently place your right hand back under your shoulder, right knee under your right hip. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release down. From here, we're going to extend that right leg long. So with that weight in your right hand, we're going to lift the right leg and roll the left arm. So lift and lower, drawing that left elbow up. Lifting your right leg, keep it nice and straight. That's it. 6 more. Row it up. And release. 4 more. Keep your gaze down between your thumb and index fingers to avoid straining your neck, looking side to side. 1 more. Squeeze your glutes. Hold the left arm, right leg lifted. Extend your right arm forward. Point your right toes. Draw your knee to your elbow and extend. Exhale as you crunch. Inhale to extend. 8 more. Keep it going. That's it. Way here, bird dogs. Exhale on your crunch. Inhale as you extend. Drawing your left elbow down towards your right hip. Right knee up towards your left shoulder. Maybe they make connection, maybe they don't. 2 more. Alright, gently keep that right leg extended. You can release your left hand under your left shoulder or hold extended. From here, bend your right knee. Flex your foot. Press up for 10. That's 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently release your left elbow down, keeping your right hand boxed out. Keep your right knee up. Open up your hips. So you're opening up your right hip over to the right side. Draw your knee to your elbow. Get back for 2. Knee to elbow for 2. Get back for 2. 8 more. Keep it going. 6 more. Keep it bend the knee. Keep the right toes flexed. Last 4. You've got it. 2 more. We're going to come back to our tabletop position. All right, hold that right leg lifted. Press up. Release your left hand back under your left shoulder. Extend your right leg long. Point your toes. Draw your right leg up and over to the outside of your left ankle, your left hip. Gently gazing over your left shoulder. To increase that sensation, you can gently press your right heel in towards the floor to release some of that, can't say that word today, sensation. You can gently rock to your toes, and the ball of your foot. Gently come back, release your right knee down, keep the right knee bent. Draw a few circles here with your hip. And switch. All right, release that right knee down. Grab the weight, this time in your right hand. Left hand, left leg stays down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sweep. And inhale, reach. 2 more. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, reach higher. Exhale, draw your right hand all the way under and through the left side body. Gently releasing your right cheek or ear to the floor or to a block. You are more than welcome to keep your left hand boxed out. You can also extend it out long. You can extend that left leg kickstand. Stretching all sides. Hold it here for 1 more breath. Gently release your left hand back under your shoulder if you extended it. Left knee under your left hip if you extended it. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release down. Keep that weight in your right hand. Extend that left leg long. From here, flex your toes. We're going to lift and lower. Lift the left leg and right elbow. That's it. Rowing up. Keep that right arm close in towards the body. 6 more. Keep it going. Really flex those left toes. Keep that left leg nice and straight. Squeeze your glutes to the top. Controlling as you lower down. Keep your navel pulled in towards your spine. 2 more. All right, hold the arm and leg lifted. Point the left toe, send your right arm out long in front. Bird dog. Elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Drawing that right elbow down toward your left hip. Left knee up towards your right shoulder. Full crunch, full extension. Do not focus on drawing your elbow and knee to touch. Just draw them in that direction towards the opposite hip and towards the opposite shoulder. Keep it going. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. We're going to hold the limbs extended. Option to release your right hand down if you'd like. Go ahead and bend your left knee. Flex your foot. Press it up for 10. That's 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and and 1. Release your right forearm down. Box out your left hand. Draw your knee to elbow for 2. Kick it back for 2. Knee to elbow for 2. Kick it back for 2. 8 more. You got this. 6 more. Squeeze your outer left glute here. 4 more. We got a nice stretch coming up next. 2 more. All right, last one right here. Make it the best. And hold the left legs in it. Rise back up. Wrist under your shoulders. Draw that left leg over the right side body, looking over your right shoulder. To deepen that stretch on your outer hip, gently rock your heel towards the floor. You can also lessen that stretch by gently rocking to the ball of your foot or your toes. Holding here and breathing. Then release your left knee down. Keep it bent. Draw a few circles. Of course, what you do in one direction, repeat in the other direction. All right. We're going to keep our knees together and we're going to come into a child's pose. Grab those weights. So sinking your hips towards your heels. Draw those weights out in front. Just release your forehead down towards the floor. It doesn't have to touch. Come back to your breath here. From here, we're going to gently rock forward. Reach those arms out long. Keep your knees bent, stacking your shoulders directly over your wrists. We're going to lower down, keep the elbows tucked in for 3, 2, and 1. Release all the way down. Extend your legs. Extend your arms overhead. From here, arms and legs lift and lower for 5, and release. 4, squeeze your backside. 3, 2 more. 1 more. From here, hold everything lifted. Sweep your arms back. Palms facing up. Pulse it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your hands under your shoulders. Release your legs down. Press yourself up. Coming back to our narrow child's pose. Sinking your hips in towards your heels. We're going to do that through 2 more times. And rock forward. Stacking your wrist under your shoulders. Elbows stay tucked this time. Lower down for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release all the way down. Extend your arms out long in front. Extend your legs out long. Hip width apart. Arm shoulder width lift and lower. You've got 5. That's 4. Keep your gaze down. And 3, 2, 1 more. Hold it lifted. Sweep the arms back. This time, palms facing in. Lift it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Release your hands under your shoulders. Press yourself up and back. Narrow child's pose. Hold it here for 1 more breath. And I've got 1 more time. We're going to lower down this time for a 5 count. Palms are going to face down when we pulse it. Hold it for 1 more breath. All right, gently rock forward. Stacking your shoulders over your wrists. Lower down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way down. Extend your legs. Extend your arms. Hip width shoulder width apart. Lift and lower. You've got 5. That's 4, 3, 2 more. You got this. Last one. Hold it lifted. Sweep the arms back. Palms facing down. Pulse it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your wrists back under your shoulders. Press yourself up. Come to a wide knee child's pose. Sinking your hips back in towards your heels. Come back. Find your breath. You can set those weights off to the sides for just a moment. All right, gently rock forward. Find your tabletop. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, come into our first downward dog this morning. Pull out your heels. All right, we're going to hold it in down dog. We're going to lift and lower the legs, alternating. 3 on the right, 2 on the left. We're going to hold on that third one. We're going to come to upward facing dog. You can lower that foot or keep it hovering. Biceps frame your ears. Gaze toward your toes, maybe your thighs. All right, lower your heels down. Lift them high. Lower them over to the left side. Inhale, lengthen. Lower them over to the right side. Inhale, lengthen. Come back through center. All right, let's start with the right leg. Flex that right foot. Lift and lower. You got 3. Hips stay square. That's 2. And 1. Hold it lifted. Flow forward or release your right leg down. Rest up. Come back to down dog. Lower and lift. You got 3. We're going to do 2 on the right, 2 on the left. 2. And 1. Hold the right leg lifted or lower down. Come through. Chaturanga to upward facing dog. Come back to down dog. All right, lower that right leg if you haven't already. Peel out the heels. Let's do that 2 times on the left side. Catch your breath. Lower your heels down. Keep the hips square. Avoid letting that left hip open. Flex your left foot. Lift and lower. You got 3. And 2. Last one. Hold it lifted or lower that foot. Lower down. Chest lifted. Come through tabletop or back down dog. Lower and lift. You've got 3. That's 2. And 1. Lifted or lower. Chaturanga down. Woo. Upward facing dog. Tabletop to down dog. All right, lower that left heel. Oh boy, pedal it out. All right. Let's see, how are we looking on time? Oh, we are perfect. All right, I'm gonna pull my little notes over here. Let's do a little flow, and then we're gonna come back. Let's see. Let's keep these weights with us. I'm always changing sides. That way when I open up, I can still face you. So on our down dog, pedal out the heels. All right, step or hop. Your feet behind your hands. Come to a forward fold. You can keep a soft bend in the knees or straighten them. Hands to shins or to blocks. Crown of your head pulling towards the top of your mat. Half lift. Back to our forward fold. Grab opposite elbows and sway side to side. Come back through center. Release your hands down to the floor. Gently rise up. Find your chair. Pulse it for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, you can lift your left leg high. Flex your left foot. Cactus your arms. Open your left hip and close. 1 more. Open and close. Sweep your left leg and arms back, coming into a low crescent. Keep your left heel lifted. Right knee is bent, left leg is straight. Inhale, rise, high crescent. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep. 1 more. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep. Hold it here. Hold the hinge forward. Sweep your arms around in front. We're going to pivot the left toes. Open up, warrior 2. So right toes facing top of your mat. Left toes facing the same direction that you're looking. Stretch out those fingertips. Inhale, lengthen, big star. Straighten the right leg. Lower. 2 more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Bending deeper each time into that right knee. Hold the bend that right knee. Reverse your warrior. Come through extended side. Hover that right arm or place it on the right leg. From here, find your triangle. Straighten that right leg. Press your hips back. Rotate your left shoulder on top of your right. Maybe open up more. And reverse. Tuck your left hand behind. You can come into archer and flex your right toes. All right, from here we're going to bend that right knee, cartwheel down, facing the front of your mat. You can place a block on the inside of your right foot, place your left hand on it, or place your hand on the floor. Grab that weight in your right hand, reach it high, circle it forward, and back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tap. Right hand to left wrist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tap. Grab that second weight. Low crescent, rise up. High crescent. Do the same thing with weights. Hinge forward, sweep back. Inhale, lengthen. Ooh, my shoulder just popped. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, rise. Last one. Pull it forward. Sweep your arms around in front. Woo. Pivot your left toes. Open up. Warrior two. Inhale, lengthen. Big star. And bend. Two more. Inhale, lengthen. And bend. All right, find the deepest bend. Reverse your warrior. Tuck your left hand behind your back or down your left leg. High five that wall behind you with or without those weights. Come through extended side angle. Hover that right hand. Maybe place it onto your right thigh. Find your triangle. Right arm down, left arm up. Maybe gaze up. Reverse. And flex your right toes. Come into archer. Face down. Cartwheel your hands down. Release your left knee under your hip. So we're coming into a lunge stance. From here, we're going to row up. You got 5, 4, that's 3. Hold that hinge forward. 2, and 1. Hold the elbows lifted. Extend the arms and bend. 4 more. And 3. That's 2. Hold them extended. Pulse it. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release it down. All right, set those weights down. We're going to do the same thing on the left side without weights. Then we're going to add in those weights. So still with that down dog, pedal out those heels, come back to your breath. Grab water at any time if you need it. Biceps frame your ears. Step or hop your feet behind your wrist. Coming into a forward fold. Bend the knees or straight. Half lift, hands to shins or to blocks. Crown of your head point to the top of the mat. Back is flat. Fold forward. From here, grab opposite elbows. Maybe sway side to side. Maybe shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Just let your neck hang nice and gently. All right, come back to center. Release your hands. Gently rise up. Find your chair. Biceps to ears. You can bring hands to heart center. Cactus arms, your choice. Pulse it for 3, 2, and 1. Lift that left leg. Stay in single leg mountain. Flex your left foot. Open your hip. Cactus your arms. 1 more. Draw it in. And open. Draw it in. Sweep your arms back as you kick that left leg back. Find your low crescent. Use your abs to hold the hinge here. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep. We did the left leg on the other side, didn't we? Oh my goodness. All right, let's come back to that forward fold. Pulse it. Rise up, chair. Pulse it for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, rise. Right knee lifts this time. Let's do 4 cactuses to make up for the additional 2 that we did on the left side. Open. 2 more. 1 more. All right, we're going to sweep that right leg back. Your left leg should stay forward. Sweep it back. Take your right leg straight back. Low crescent. Hinge forward. Inhale, rise. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep. 1 more. Inhale, rise. Hold it forward. Sweep your arms around in front. Pivot your right toes. Open up. Warrior two. Deep bend into that front left knee. Send your arms out long in opposite directions. Big star. Straighten that left leg. And bend. 2 more. 1 more. All right. Hold the bend left knee. Deepest bend. Reverse your warrior. Tuck your right hand behind your back or down your outer right thigh. High five the wall behind you. Maintain that bend. Come to extended side, left hand to your left thigh or hovering. Find your triangle, straighten that left leg. Right arm reaches high, left arm down towards the floor or to a block. Stacking your right shoulder over the left. Reverse your triangle, tuck your right hand behind your back, high five the wall behind you. You're going to come into archer, releasing your left quad, flex your toes. Release your toes down. We're going to bend into that left knee as we pivot down. Coming into our low crescent here. From here, grab those weights. We're going to do it again with those weights. Add on at the end. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep. One more. Inhale, rise. Hold the hinge forward. Sweep your arms around in front. Pivot your right toes. Open up warrior two. Palms facing down. Deep bend to that left knee. Lift and lower. Big star for 3. And 2. One more. Find that deepest bend, that left knee. Reverse your warrior. Come through. Extended side. Left hand to your thigh. We're hovering. Straighten that left leg. Reach your right arm high, left arm low. Maybe rotate that shoulder back. Gaze up. Challenge your balance. Left leg is straight. Reverse your triangle. You're going to come into archer. Flex your left toes. Gently release your toes down. Cartwheel down. Framing your left foot. Draw that right knee in directly under your hip. Hold that hinge forward. Both arms. Give me a row. You've got 5. 4. That's 3. 2. Hold those arms lifted. Extend and bend for 5. And 4. You've got 3. Last 2. Hold them extended. Pulse it. You've got 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Release those weights down. All right, we should be nice and warm now. Let's bring it on down. Let's do some core. Come on down to the floor. Grab that block. Keep the weights close by you as well. Feet are hip width apart and parallel. Feet are flat on the floor, or you can hover your shins like so. If you want to make it more challenging, one block between your palms. It can be horizontal, vertical, your choice. We're going to slowly roll back for 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Think one vertebrae at a time. Slower is better. Once you get there, reach your arms overhead. Tap. Block overhead. Roll up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Lift. Throw that block forward. Roll back this time for 6. Use those lower abs as you roll back. Keep it going. You've got 3, 2, and 1. Tap the block overhead. Reach the block over your shoulders. Roll up for 6. Do not use momentum. Use your upper abs on the roll up. Try to keep your feet on the floor if they're there. All right, lift overhead. Draw it forward. Roll back this time for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Once you release all the way down, tap that block overhead. Drop back in front. Roll up, upper abs in the roll up, lower abs in the roll down. You're at 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift. Draw it forward, just 3 more sets. Roll back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Once you get there, one vertebrae at a time, tap it overhead. Draw it up. You know what to do. Roll up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just 2 more. We got this. Draw the block forward. Roll back for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you're slower than my count, that's perfectly fine too. I think the slower the better. Tap the block overhead. Roll up for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Block overhead. Last time rolling up. Last time rolling back. You've got 10. You're already at 7. Keep it going. That's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Once you get there, tap the block overhead. Block in front. Last time. Make it your best yet. You've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach overhead. Reach it forward. Lean back. Think about drawing the waistband of your pants or your shorts closer towards the floor. From here, keep that block out in front. We're going to tap it to the left. Bring it center. Tap it to the right. You can also lift your legs to a hover here. We're working those obliques. Or you can keep them flat on the floor. Your choice. That's it. Crunching from side to side. Good. Five more. You got it. Keep those arms straight. 4 more. Maybe lean back an inch or 2 more. That's it. 2 more. Last one. All right, with that block, gently roll back from here. So with that block between our palms, draw your feet in closer towards your hips, closer towards the outer edge of the mat. We're going to crunch up, reach that block between your thighs, your knees, and release. Reach and crunch and release. I want you to think about getting those shoulders, maybe just your upper back, maybe your middle back, maybe even your lower back up off the floor. Your glutes and your feet stay grounded as if they're glued to the floor. Start by lifting your shoulders and your upper back. Then try your middle back. Once you get that, try your lower back. See how high you can lift up. That's it. Controlling that movement as you release down too. Don't just plop down. The same movement that you're using to roll up, you want to use the same movement as you roll back down. Whew. Give me 2 more. More. All right, set that block aside, but keep it close by. We're going to grab those weights. So laying on your back, neck is flat on the floor this time. Draw your knees directly over your hips. Point or flex your toes. We're going to crunch up, reach your hand towards the same outside ankle, and reach, a little bit more obliques. We are firing up that total core. We will stretch it all out at the end. Maybe reaching for your knee, reaching for your calf, your ankle, maybe your heel, maybe the pinky toe. Reach for whatever you can. Keep those knees directly over your hips. You want to make it more challenging. Extend your legs further away from your hips. The closer your knees are in, notice you're not doing much for your abs here. You want those knees at least over your hips, if not further. It doesn't matter how your hand is touching, if it's close to your knee or your calf, that doesn't matter. All you want is that rotation side to side. That's it. You've got 3 and 2. Last one. All right. Keep your shoulders lifted. From here, keep the knees bent. Draw your elbows into a bend, knuckles up towards the ceiling. Keep those elbows hovering off the floor. Extend your left arm, left leg, and bend. Right side. So we've got bicycle legs with the same arm and same leg. If your neck bothers you at any point in time during this, you can set your neck just flat on the floor. Most important thing, whether your chin is tucked, shoulders lifted, or you're just gazing directly up towards the ceiling with your neck resting on the floor, is that your lower back is glued to that floor. Not any bit of air can get between your lower back and that floor. As you extend your leg, point your toes more. Continue to hover that leg so no part of that leg, including your heel, is touching the floor. Imagine that floor is lava. Same thing with your elbows. Keep your elbows tucked in towards your body, but not touching your rib cage. Not touching the floor. They're hovering in space the entire time. Keeping that resistance on. 5 more each side. You've got this. Left and right. 4 more. Keep it going. 2 more each side. Yes, you can. 1 more. So strong. All right, keep the knees over your hips. Release your toes up towards the ceiling. Reach your hands towards the ceiling. From here, lower the right leg and lift. You got 5. And 4. Lower abs right here. 3, 2, and 1. All right, now for the left side, lower and lift. You've got 5. That's 4. That's 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to alternate right leg, left leg. That's it. Keep it going. Your chin can be tucked, covering your shoulders, or with your neck flat on the floor. Most important thing, remember that lower back is zipped to the floor. Working the lower abs here. 2 more each leg. You've got it. Last set. Very nice. Release the weights down. Draw your knees into your chest. Curl yourself into a tiny ball, grabbing your shins. You can also grab the back sides of your thighs. Maybe rolling from side to side. Gently release your feet down to the floor. Get your hip widths apart and parallel. Grab that block. Place that block between your thighs. If you'd like, you can also grab those weights, place them on your hip. Just make sure you're holding them the entire time. From here, we're going to lift and lower. And lift. Squeeze your glutes to the top. We're not doing a full bridge or a wheel, just a glute bridge. So think having your shoulders press in towards the floor, not lifting your shoulders. Chin stays grounded. Just lifting and lowering those hips. Squeeze that block even more. Squeeze it as you lift, squeeze it as you lower. 2 more. Last one. Very nice. Release your hips down. Release those weights off to the side. Grab that block. So with your feet grounded, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips. On its lowest setting, place that block under your hips. And just let your hips fall onto that block. Seeing how that feels today. Letting your hips open. You're welcome to keep your knees bent. If you like, you can extend one leg. Maybe extend the other. Maybe extend both legs, drawing your heels onto the floor. Continuing to allow your hips to open here. Had your legs extended, go ahead and bend them back in towards your glutes. From here, lift your legs up towards the ceiling, supported legs up the wall. Lift your arms up towards the ceiling, point, flex, circle out your ankle, circle out your wrist. Legs up the wall is great for your lymphatic system. Just a few minutes there. You can even lay on your couch, bringing your back towards the seat cushion, and then drawing your legs up towards the back cushion. Hold it here for one more breath. Hold it for the exhale. Gently bend your knees one at a time or both together, releasing your feet back to the floor. Lift your hips, set that block off to the side. From here, release your left foot, cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Flex your left toe to protect your left knee. Bring your hands by your side, press up. Bridge pose, opening up that left hip. Release back down. One more time, press up. Continue to flex the left foot. Release back down. From here, gently rock your left knee over towards the floor. Does not have to touch. Then gently bringing your left foot and right knee over towards the right side. One more time each side. Come back through center, release the left ankle, loosen your foot on the floor. Lift your right knee high, keeping your right toe flexed. Draw your outer right ankle onto your left thigh. Bring your hands by your side, left foot grounded in towards the floor. Lift your hips super high. And release, opening up that right hip one more time. Figure 4, hip lift. And lower. Keep that connection with your right ankle flexed and your left knee. Draw your right ankle over to the right. Come back through center, over to the left. Right foot, left knee, down towards the floor. Come back through center, one more each direction. Center, release your right foot. From here, drop both your knees in towards your chest. Send your legs up towards the ceiling. Continue to grab the back side of your legs, or you can grab the outer knife edge of your foot, drawing your knees towards the outer edge of your ribs, towards your shoulders, coming into happy baby. You can rock side to side. One leg, ninja baby, and of course, what you do on one side. Make sure to keep everything symmetrical. Just repeating it on the other side. You can come into a wide leg straddle on your back, using that floor as a splint. You can also draw the soles of your feet to touch, butterflying your knees open. And draw your knees back together. We're going to rock and roll ourselves 3 times. If you don't care to rock and roll, just come back, find a high plank. We're going to rock up, maybe cover your toes. And roll back, 2 more. Rock up, maybe hover your toes. And last one, cross your ankles. Find your high plank just when you thought we were done. Just a 10-second hold here in high plank. You can release your knees at any time. That's 10. You're at 6. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slow chaturanga down. Option to release your knees at any time. Lower down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release all the way down. Untuck your toes with your wrists under your shoulders. Press up, give me 1 mini cobra. Release down. Extend your left arm out long directly from your left shoulder. Keep your right hand boxed out. Lift your right leg. Draw up and over, rocking onto your left hip. Coming into broken wing. Maybe just releasing your left cheek or ear towards the floor. Roll back onto your belly. Walk both hands back on your shoulders. Give me 1 mini cobra. Press up. Release down. Extend your right arm directly out long from your right shoulder. Hopefully you have more room than I do on the right side. Box out your left hand. Lift your left leg high. Opening up your right shoulder and your left hip. If you'd like to try bending your elbow into a cactus with your palm facing down, that's really a shoulder opener. Gently come back to center. 1 more mini cobra. Release down. Walk your hands towards your lowest rib cage. Press up, full cobra. Gaze up towards the ceiling. Continue here with your breath. You can come into up dog by lifting your thighs if you'd like, pressing into the top shoulders portion of your feet. Or keep your hips down. Exhale, draw your gaze forward. Look over your left shoulder. Come back to center, over your right shoulder. Back to center, gaze up. Gaze forward. Press yourself back, coming into child's pose. Sinking your forehead back in towards the floor. Gently rise up, come find a comfortable seated position. Crisscross applesauce, soles of your feet to touch, however you like. Keep your arms up overhead. Release your left hand to your right knee, right hand behind you. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sweep your arms overhead. Right hand to your left knee, left hand behind you. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come through center. Fantastic work today. Thank you so much for joining me today, Shay. That was Yoga Sculpt. Hope you enjoyed.